Peacemaker Season 2 is the second season and probably the last season for Christopher Smith's adventures. That's what I've heard. This one is a really good season, to be honest. I like the first season a lot. It's a pretty well written story. James Gunn is a genius when it comes to writing rated R stuff, usually about people, found family, or like a mission, friendship, kind of like joking around, you know. That's his forte, his wheelhouse. He seems to be the best doing that. Stuff like Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy, Suicide Squad, Creature Commandos, and now Peacemaker. He'll probably do the same thing with the new show Waller. Wasn't the biggest fan of Superman, to be honest. Superman, I don't know, just I have a review on it, but basically Peacemaker Season 2 I think is just as strong as the first season. It's a little bit slower, less action, but it fills the gaps of less action with more character development, mainly focusing on the aftermath of Season 1. All the characters are sort of blackballed from government organizations, so they're all sort of scattered to the wind, doing oddball stuff. Economos is still with Argus. However, Amelia Harcourt has been blacklisted, so she gets into bar fights to sort of feel alive. Adebayo's having trouble with her wife, and she's trying to start her own sort of private detective agency. And same with Vigilante. He's not doing much, and he's sort of waiting around, not doing much. And Peacemaker himself is also feeling unfulfilled because he's trying a redemption arc, and he helped save the world in the first season, but he's not getting accolades, you know. He's not getting the girl, he's not getting the fame, and he just he finds out something in the quantum sort of closet that his father has, and it ends up being a sort of gateway to 99 other realities. And he finds another door similar to the one his dad has, and he finds an alternate dimension where his brother Keith is still alive, his father's still alive, and he starts to sort of pretend to be part of this life because he wants to have a family, and it's starting to fill the void that he has in his normal world. However, devastating consequences, of course, for everything that goes wrong. There's also a subplot involving Rick Flag Sr., who wants revenge. He's now the leader of Argus, so he's trying to go after Peacemaker. He's kind of like the big bad of the series, and slowly starts to get more corrupt as it goes on. They introduce some new characters. There's Sasha Bordeaux. She's like a cyborg. She doesn't get to do much in the series. She's just sort of there. So I didn't quite dig her. She's got abilities and stuff, but they never actually show it in the series. Tim Meadows plays Flurry. He's like a really immature, weird dad, joking kind of guy. I thought he was great. I thought he was really good. They return some old people too, like Judo Master comes back, and not enough Vigilante this season, I think. Yeah, they kind of like have him just sort of be the comedic relief. He doesn't do much, but then they give him plenty to do in the last 2 episodes, so I like that. And everyone gets their own little arc, really, except for Economos. He's sort of just like, now he's got friends at least, so like he's kind of like chill, but everyone else is going through something. And then of course the big one is that Peacemaker wants to leave his universe and abandon it for this other one, regardless of what happens over there. They have like terrorists and stuff. But overall, really strong season. Whenever we do get some action, it's pretty solid. There were some complaints about episodes being too short or something. I didn't really get that at all, to be honest. I didn't feel that. I marathoned the whole thing. It was really good. So Peacemaker Season 2 is peak television. Definitely got some awkward like, not cameos, it was like references. Sometimes they feel a little bit out of pocket, you know. They'll just be like, you and me were supposed to do this in Gotham, you know. It just feels like, why you gotta reference that? It's like, it just sort of takes away from the actual argument. Sometimes the dialogue can be pretty weak, you know. They start talking about stuff from last season, a little bit expositional, but overall, pretty strong season. I hope to see what they do next with Waller. I think they're gonna use all these characters and just sort of put them into another series instead of doing Peacemaker Season 3. So definitely peak cinema, not peak cinema, peak television for sure.